following program is rated TV MALV. It contains strong language, violence, and nudity.
Green Bay.
Here we go, Barflies. Welcome to the Barfly Tailgate Show. You already know it's done by Barflies, for Barflies, and all the other Bears fans out there. Just me and Tooch so far. Neil's on his way. I shot a text to KB to see what's up, but it's the off season, fellas. You know, we'll come in, you know, here and there, pop in when we can. But man, what a game last week! What a season overall. Definitely wasn't expecting to have such a treat of a season. Just really heartbreaking the way it ended, though. You know, how was your week, Tooch? How you doing?
Little sad.
Yeah.
Sad that it's over. Yeah, but, you know, it was look, I think who was it in the chat room here? I think it was Maddie. Yeah, it was one of the most fun seasons I've watched of the Bears.
Absolutely.
You know, no one expected him to go as far as they did, so I was pleasantly surprised. And then, you know, there was a lot of nerve-wracking come from behind wins, you know, and while it all made us nervous and everything, the endings for the most part came out pretty good. I think we were like 7-3 in close games and come from behind wins. So not a bad record in the come from behind wins.
Yeah.
And yet, you know, looking forward to next season, the team will probably look a lot different, you know, I mean, they definitely have a lot of salary cap situations to negotiate.
Absolutely.
And the season, I mean, had a lot of iconic imagery. You know, we got Jumpman.
Awesome. So awesome.
We got Good, Better, Best. You know, we got Shirtless Ben. You know, we got a lot of you know, just iconic Bears imagery. Some amazing throws from Caleb Williams. I mean, it was like every week he was making a new, like, fantastic throw. Maybe 15 seconds for this one.
Command in motion. Williams drifting, sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, putting it up for grabs in the end zone. Connect! He got it! For the touchdown! They've done it again!
Crazy.
Yes,
Just
it was crazy.
insane.
It was a 14-yard touchdown pass in the end that was thrown about 26 yards behind the line of scrimmage and traveled 51 yards in the air. You know, it's like it's the longest farthest anyone's thrown from in the red zone, and the longest pass thrown in the red zone since, you know, next gen stats era. And And that's the kind of season we got from Caleb Williams. Yeah, the pass versus the Packers. We had the come from behind versus the Bengals, that throw to Loveland. The pass against the Browns to DJ Moore. Just amazing throws, you know. If I was to, this is, you know, you're going to start the season, you know, this is what we got from Caleb. You know, what we expected, what we got finally. The first year under Matt Eberflus, Caleb was sacked 68 times. You know, it wasn't fun.
Not happy on the sideline.
2024 wasn't fun.
He was probably, 2024. He was probably thinking, "Why did I even come out of college? I could have went back to USC and had."
I knew we should have boycotted the Bears, and then it all worked out.
Absolutely,
they went and got Ben Johnson. That was the marriage. It all predicates on the marriage between Ben and Caleb.
Coaching matters too.
Yeah, coaching matters. I know I'm reluctant to put it up without Neil. He loves this picture.
He's on his way. Neil just texted and said he was on his way. So, just a like you said, Tooch, insane year. 7 come from an NFL record. 7 come from behind victories in the final 2 minutes. And I talked about it on the 12-ounce Crow Route podcast. Every week it felt like Caleb did something that made me go, holy shit, I've never seen that. You know, this week it was that. I mean, when he turned his back to the defense and ran the other way, I was like, oh no, what are you doing?
He's dead.
And then there's Cole just standing out there, just kept
like
perfect.
He just threw up a Hail Mary, and there's someone there.
Yeah,
wide open.
Yeah, perfect throw, perfect catch. It's a damn shame because our defense. I mean, I guess we'll just get into it for last week's game. Our defense played their ass off last week. Yeah, they showed up and played really well against one of the best offenses in the league. I mean, they ranked first or second in almost every statistical category, and we held them to 20 points with overtime.
17 in the regular time, without not including overtime. Normally that's good enough to win.
It should be,
right?
Yeah, definitely,
We have Puka wasn't even the leading receiver on the Rams, so we did a good job on Puka Nacua. Colby Parkinson ended up being the top receiver in that game.
Yeah, I was gonna say shout out to Kyler Gordon. He played really well against Puka Nacua. I was terrified going into this game about Puka Nacua being able to tear us apart. And some of that may have been field conditions because they were playing outdoors in the cold.
For sure.
A lot of people started falling in love with Soldier Field again this year too. I don't know if obviously they'll eventually move, and I think it'll still be Arlington Heights because they own the land there and it's just easier and they can make some money all year long. It'll probably be a covered dome.
The deal in Northwest Indiana is awfully sweet though.
Indiana pay for everything.
Paying for rolling out the red carpet.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean that's a government or local government that understands the value that that would bring to their community, the jobs, the influx of capital and money just to the area. From all of the commerce, surrounding an NFL franchise being located there. It's just, it's what Cook County needs to realize. I don't know. Cook County has had their head up their ass for a long time. It's like, before I was saying the Bears should just go ahead and move into Arlington Heights and let the local government sort out the logistics after they've moved in there. If the traffic's getting backed up, they'll figure something out. I mean, it has its own train stop, its own metro stop. That's why it's so nice. It's got everything. They could own everything. I don't know. I think they're financing it on their own. They don't need any financing from the state or from the village.
Yeah, they just wanted, as far as the Chicago side of things, they wanted help with the infrastructure. And a lot of people, at least that I talk to, that aren't from the area or haven't been to the area, don't realize that Northwest Indiana is essentially a Chicago suburb.
Yeah.
That's where my wife was born. She wasn't
Yeah.
even born. Her dad was from Harvey, South Side, and all that. But they moved out to Indiana when he was older, and she was born in Munster, I believe.
Yep.
So it's
like
right
a half hour from downtown.
Yeah. It's literally no difference, and we're seeing it. In other places too. The Kansas City Chiefs are probably moving to Kansas City, Kansas, jumping out of their state because it's all due to politics, man. All these politicians just want their pockets lined, and it's just a bunch of shit. But yeah, we need to talk. I'd like to stay away from all that talk and talk about some football. We've got we just had so much to be happy about from last season, but like Ben Johnson said in his press conference, we're back to square one. There's no, because they asked him, how do you build off this season? He said, you don't build off of it. You're back to square one.
There's no building off it.
Whole different season. Anything can happen, which is a great way to look at things because, when he was with Detroit, they said, I don't know if we're going to be able to get back to this. And the Lions missed the playoffs this year. So it's almost – that he realizes what's at stake if you obviously appreciate what you were able to accomplish this year, but it has nothing to do with next year. And you talked about not only we're going to have to figure out some salary cap stuff as far as getting some cap space this offseason, but we got a lot of free agents, especially on that defensive side of the ball. I don't know if KB's reached out to Andrew to see what his plans are, because he's an unrestricted free agent at this point. And I don't even know if he would even say, yeah, this is my plan or this is what I'm going to do. He may be playing kind of close to the vest. If he wants to play another year or two, his agent would not appreciate him putting any information out that may lose him leverage. But you've got that.
He's a free agent, right? Big Bills.
Yeah, he is a free agent. You've got all of your safeties are free agents. Obviously, I think Kevin Byard is, and Ryan Poles kind of said as much. He's going to be a priority to re-sign, even at his advanced age. The way he played on the field, leading the league in interceptions as well as off the field, he was a leader in that locker room. He wore the C on his chest, and he took it very seriously. It seemed like every pregame pep talk or trying to get the guys ready is I feel like I remember it always being Kevin Byard. He knew what was at stake. This is a guy who worked his ass off to get to where he's at, and he's appreciative of all of it. But
he was a 5th round pick, right, of the Titans.
I thought he was
he higher?
I thought he was undrafted.
Undrafted.
He came out of Middle Tennessee, so small school, worked his butt off to get to the league in the first place.
Well, Bears have had good luck with Middle Tennessee safeties.
Who else was from there?
What was that dude's name? God damn, he wore number 22. He was an awesome tackler, and our defensive coordinator was. This was the Wanstead era.
Oh, well, that's way before me. What's up, Neil?
Yeah.
What's happening, boys? I apologize for my tardiness.
Marty Carter.
That's before my time, but
yeah, really, that guy he was an excellent tackler, man. Middle Tennessee State. And we had
Neil, I know you're a little late, but how was your week? If you want to talk about, we're talking. I mean, just everything. We're off the rails already. I was trying to talk about the Bears and Rams, and we end up kind of talking about offseason and a little about the stadium already. But I'm sure you'd like to talk about your national championship, Indiana Hoosiers, to start us off. But how you doing, brother?
Happy to pull this thing back onto the rails, boys.
Right on.
Man, hey, apologize for my tardiness. Had a situation I need to take care of. Man, it is snowing like a son of a bitch out there.
Right.
And it's cold as hell. So it's been a wild couple of days with this winter storm coming through, but here we are, man. Yeah, baby.
Just finished this one at work.
Should I go ahead and let it rip? Should I let it rip?
Huh? Should I send one out to Neil?
Absolutely, you should.
Copy that. Just text me your address.
I will. But who's yours? Man, what a game!
What a game! What a great game!
What an absolute game! Yeah, it's wild,
Yeah,
man. And
that's-
even buttoned up Fernando Heiss Mendoza went ahead and let an F-bomb fly on national TV. That was pretty
I
cool.
was shocked. They were shocked. They didn't even catch it on. I was listening on a headset over the radio because I was laying in bed, obviously. But yeah, I heard him say it, and I was like, "Oh wow, I didn't even know that was in his vocabulary."
Right, exactly. Like, pretty Golden Boy cusses. Like, seriously? I didn't know that was possible. Yeah, that was awesome. I mean, really, let's just talk about football last weekend on the whole. Awesome.
Yeah, great game.
Absolutely
Bears Rams just didn't played well enough to win. Didn't get the
Should have won.
Should have won. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to ask you guys about the decision in the first quarter not to kick the field goal there on 4th and 2, I think from the 8 or something like that. I can't remember where it was, but I mean, there was no point in being desperate at that time, And my hope is that, and this is one of the drawbacks of a rookie head coach, not learning to know when, not knowing when to take the points or go for it. And at that point, there was no reason to go for it, to be honest. What are your thoughts?
I was livid. I was absolutely livid. There's a couple times in that game, probably about 3 or 4 times, definitely 3 times in that game where, if we just either take the points, I know field goals aren't guaranteed, but I mean, come on. Anything inside 40 nowadays is a chip shot, right? If we had just taken the points when we needed to take the points and then, just executed it inside the 2-yard line there towards the end.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about going for it on 4th down. First and foremost, Roma Dunze, you got to bring that ball in, and we're not even talking about a 4th down field goal. It's a touchdown to start us off. Correct. He drops the ball. I didn't mind going for it. And then the next time we were up there, we went for it. We scored a touchdown. So by the logic of take the field goal, take the points, if you take field goals on both of those drives instead of going for it for the touchdown, you're up 1 or you're down 1 because you got 6 points instead of 7. And I even texted you guys when we were up there that second time. You got to take the points this time, and then they scored a touchdown. So I was like, I guess I'll just shut up.
He had PTSD from the Packers game, Ben Johnson, because he couldn't stop with the defense couldn't stop him in that first half. So he's like, all right, here the Rams are a better offense than the Packers, and man, our defense, we don't score here. Our defense is not going to be able to stop them, but they did.
And that's another thing.
Dennis had them boys absolutely getting after it.
Yeah. But when we went for it, we didn't know how our defense was showing up. It was the first drive of the game. So
with the weather like that, I think you have to take points. It's going to be a low scoring game. Every point counts, every possession counts. I get that you got the philosophy between wanting touchdowns against a team like the Rams or the Packers or whoever. When our offense just wasn't in this game, especially we couldn't run the ball at the middle.
That's what
short yardage run game was ass.
That's what surprised me so much about the game is we would get up to 3rd and short, 2nd and short. First of all, there were some of those plays. All you got to do is hold the ball out when you're running out of bounds, Caleb Williams or whomever it is, and you've got a first down. But instead, I get it. You're worried about ball security, but you gotta try and get that first when you're a yard away. And then when we lined up, 3rd and 1, Monungai, Swift, either of them. We were just getting pounded at the line of scrimmage and couldn't get the first down. And that was another reason why they asked Ben about going for 2 at the end. I was completely with Ben Johnson when he said, what did we do in short yardage? Essentially, what did we do in short yardage that told you that was a good idea to go for 2 there? We hadn't been able to do it all game.
Caleb picked up a couple on the sneak, and that was it. We couldn't run the ball at the middle with Monungai or Swift. It was terrible. Yeah, with 6 drops, Maddie, in the game.
And that's another thing. We all prayed for bear weather for it to help us out. I think it was a detriment to us.
It was harder to catch the ball.
We had Rome drops, we had Colston Loveland drops, and a concussion. If Colston's in that final drive, I think that changes our outlook and our chances to win the football game. You know, they're in overtime when DJ Moore, man. It's so hard for me because I said it last week, I think. I know I said it on the 12-ounce Curl Route podcast. As a Kentucky Bears fan, I've always wanted a Randall Cobb.
Jeez.
And a winter storm warning. Yeah, we know.
Yeah, we're very well aware.
Yeah. I mean, I've always wanted a Randall Cobb type player, and I feel like we've got that in DJ Moore, where Randall Cobb would, for whatever reason, turn it on against the Bears. I feel like DJ does that exact same thing with the Packers, where he just turns it on against the Packers. And other than that, he's good, but he's not a top 5 wide receiver in the league.
We're gonna have to talk about him, man, because he's the highest paid player on the Bears roster next year.
Yeah,
so 29 million, according to Spot Track, whatever it is, Neil.
I go with Spot Track. I don't understand.
I do too. Some people like Spot Track. I always thought it was Spot Track. DJ Moore, 28.5 million. That is the top on the team, man. He had 50 catches. You know, like 600-700 yards. It's just not good enough for 29 million a year.
That'll have to be one of those contracts that they either go to the negotiating table and try and lower his yearly salary, or try and pay him up front. Or, I mean, a lot of people are talking about trading him away as part of the Max Crosby deal, if that's the route that they choose to take. I don't know if Ryan Poles looks at it that way, and he kind of said as much in his press conference the other day, where he said, you know, DJ Moore, the team kind of goes as DJ does. He worked through a lot of injuries this year, and a lot of those younger guys kind of were like, we can't take plays off because DJ's out there, is exactly what Poles said. Now, that final play of the game, it just sucks to see him give up on that play. Olin Kreutz said something about him possibly being concussed during that play, because a play or two earlier he got tackled on that sideline.
Yeah, he was holding his head like this.
Yeah, and they said that frozen sideline is basically like concrete, you know, when it's that cold out there. So It's very possible that he wasn't all there during that play, which that sucks, but and Tom Waddle said it. He's a former wide receiver with plenty of concussions. Rule number 1 is do not let a DB undercut you. You cannot do that. And that safety just played it just right. Now, some of it may be on Caleb. He had Monungai in the flat as well, but it sucked to watch the season in that fashion, which essentially that puts you in field goal range. The Rams had already had their drive, so you were there to win the game right there. The
Lombardi Trophy cleared DJ. The Lombardi Trophy cleared DJ. Everybody plays concussed in the playoffs.
Yep.
Yeah.
We got to thank Maddie for the super chat. Vets, we will get into this probably. You know, do you want to get into it later or now? Or I got a lot of notes.
KB said he should be on his way. So I would like to hopefully wait on him to talk about do you have a list of all the impending free agents or anything like that?
I have all the free agents listed,
Because we'll definitely have to get into that.
It's hard to put them on the screen and stuff, though. I guess I don't it's hard to. I mean, there's so many.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, if you wanted to make
it's going to be.
They are.
I don't know, maybe you can write out a ticker or something and have it.
It's not enough characters. I tried doing that. Yeah.
Damn, it's that many, huh?
Yep, a lot. Yep.
Like I said, I know
it's going to be open heart surgery on this defense this offseason.
Yeah, but that's kind of something that we needed. You know, this was a top 5 paid defense in the league, and we know that was the issue for a lot of the season. A lot of those games where we just came up short or something was close was deep. I didn't expect them to play the way they did against the LA Rams. They played a beautiful game. And shout out to Dennis Allen for what he was able to stick together this year. with paper clips and bubble gum holding this team together with so many damn injuries.
Coach MacGyver over here.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. He did a hell of a job. What were your thoughts on the game overall last week, though, Neil?
I mean, it's just heartbreaking, right? There's no other word. Maybe absurd could be another word to, appropriately describe that entire thing. I would assume that everybody that spent the $500, getting the building price was feeling, number one, awesome that they went ahead and spent that money when Cole Kmet caught that football.
Yeah.
But then the ensuing heartbreak. My God, dude. Mm-hmm. I was at the same place as I watched the week before, because hey, superstitions. Absolutely. Grew up a Notre Dame fan. I mean, it's kind of in my blood. It's in my blood. I've never heard a bar more silent. And that is pretty much what like I said last week, I assumed that every single bar after that Packers game was just going absolutely apeshit, just like mine was. Yeah. And I assume every other bar around Chicago is absolutely silent, just like mine was last week. You just it felt like a funeral, I mean, and the thing about it is, like, we had such a dynamically just like unbelievable season where it was so easy to fall in love with this team. It's like your girlfriend broke up with you. It's like your wife divorced you. It's like your kid died. It's like something massive, like, just got taken out of your life.
Yeah, especially that we had the chance to win the game against the Rams in advance to play the Seahawks.
Should have won that game. Like I said, earlier, should have won that game. Should have won that game, man.
Well, I mean, you talk about a great weekend of football, Tooch. That game Saturday night between the Niners and Seahawks was not much of a game at all. I don't know if I want to say because they're division rivals, but they may have saved us from a fucking buzzsaw the way that Seahawks is playing at home with the 12th man. I mean, I've got a lot of faith in my team, but that Seahawks team looks.
My neighbor asked me yesterday, or is it what day is today? Sunday, Friday. My neighbor asked me Friday. He was like, "Hey, I got some money to put on the Seahawks Rams game. Where should I go?" Seahawks.
Yeah.
What are we even talking about? The way that they have played the last few games, the kind of form that they are in right now. I mean, who's not going to take that? They're playing at an insanely high level.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mainly defensively.
Defense has been tough on there. This is Marty Carter. Middle Tennessee State. Bears safety. Dude was a phenomenal tackler. And his dad.
I see the 2-3. I think of Hester, man.
That's
right?
all it is. I know. This was before Hester. This was Wanstead and the defensive backs coach or defensive coordinator was Bobby Slowick, who was the dad of former Texans. I always remember because
current Tennessee Titans OC.
The current Tennessee Titans OC, but his dad coached for the Bears, and he had this like great Southern accent. I think he was from Georgia, and he was like, Marty Carter, that son of a gun. If he ain't one of the best safeties in the NFL, in the NFL.
My God.
God, I remember Marty Carter though. Man, that's a name.
Fantastic tackler.
Right there.
Yeah, he was a great tackler.
KB, my
Where's
man,
that KB,
what's going
buddy?
on, brother?
What's going on, y'all?
I was just talking a little bit about this heartbreaking game from last week and a little about the offseason, and we talked about Kevin Byard in Middle Tennessee came up and Tooch dug back in his archives and grabbed some
Marty Carter. That was before KB was just a baby back then, I think. Right? You don't remember the Wanstead era, right?
No.
I know Wanstead as a radio personality more than I do as a coach.
Right.
Yeah, he followed Ditka, and he had the Ditka mustache. It's like they're both from Western Pennsylvania. It's like we kind of got Ditka light after Ditka. We lost Ditka, but yeah.
Great pair of mustaches taking place on the Chicago Bears sideline for years and years.
Yeah,
that's what Ben Johnson needs. He needs to grow him a stash this offseason.
Grow him a little bit of
a. No, you can't do that to the baby face assassin, bro. He gotta keep that smooth face, bro.
I thought that was Trubisky's name, the baby face assassin, wasn't it?
No, we gotta get that to Ben now, bro.
Well, what are your thoughts on the game from last week, KB?
Oh man. Heartbreaker.
Exactly.
Yeah. Heartbreaker. I definitely felt like the Bears were the better team on the field that night. Yeah. There wasn't anything that the Rams did that I felt like the Rams were the team that everybody was saying was supposed to drop 50 plus on us or whatever the case was. There's a lot of self-inflicted wounds in that game. A lot of self-inflicted wounds. Mm-hmm. I mean, you think about it, you get the first touchdown of the game with Rome. If he holds on to the ball, that's the 3 points right there that gives you the game.
Absolutely.
The defense played. Oh, am I froze? There we go. I was gonna say, defense, man, played out of their mind for the entire game. Yeah, I mean, you think about it. What we talked about with that second half defense coming for this game, they showed up entire game. Ben Johnson, I get it. You want to go for it. You want to be aggressive the entire game, man. But there was a couple times, bro, where I was like, I think we should just take the points. When you got the 3 in the bag, man, take the 3. I mean, you playing a team that, I mean, at that point, you had to think in your head, can score at any point. So you got to have the points on the board, man. I mean, I believe I counted 2 times that we could have had field goals.
The score was 0-0, KB. The first time he passed up the points. 0-0. First drive.
I mean, you think about it, bro. I feel we kind of had the Packer syndrome. You left damn near 7 points on the board just in missing, not having field goals.
Yep.
So yeah, to me that's what was disappointing to me. I'm not tripping on the fact that Caleb threw 3 picks, man. Everybody, I see a lot of folks in the media. I ain't gonna say a lot of folks in the media, man. A lot of fans from non-Bears, you know what I'm saying, related areas.
3 picks.
Making a big deal about them interceptions. I mean,
let's talk about it, KB.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, the first interception, I want to say that might have been on him, or hell, now the point I can't even remember the damn game for the interception portion. It was one interception where I was just like, yeah, Caleb, you can't do that, bro.
He didn't take the check down a couple times.
Down to the nuts of most of it. You look at that last drive. Yeah. I mean, you look at that last drive, bro. The one thing I will say about that interception that was on that last drive, he did have Cole Kmet coming across the field, and if he would have just dumped it off, Cole Kmet probably picks up that first down.
Yep.
But in the same breath, man. I also said the same thing of, bro, you coming off a high. You just threw one of the craziest passes after a week of throwing one of the craziest passes.
Command in motion. Williams drifting, sprinting for space, in all kinds of trouble, putting it up for grabs in the end zone. He got it! For the touchdown! They've done it again!
That one? You talk about that one?
Yes, bro. That's some shit you do on Madden.
That's what I'm
saying. You can't even do it on Madden.
It's a technical play.
Dropping back, and then you turn around and run, and then it's like, bro, you playing on defense, and somebody did that shit. That's when you just drop the controller. Like, what the hell was this?
Yeah.
And then you sit there and say, that's unrealistic. There's no way that can happen in real life.
That's not happening. Yeah.
Do you see it happen in real life, bro?
But when you got Caleb Williams, that's real life, man.
Yep. So it's like, bro, he
controller.
He makes these throws that you sit there and say they're not real. There's no way you can do this, and he's doing it.
Would you go for
I see-
2, KB?
Yes, I said that as soon as it happened, bro.
I thought about it, yeah.
Because I'm riding that high at that point. Yes, it makes sense to go for the field goal, but in the same breath, you've been aggressive all game.
Mm-hmm.
You passed up 2 field goals that you could have had the free points on. Man, take them out the game right now, bro. Go for the 2. You riding off that high, but I get it. Go for the field goal. Give yourself a chance to win, and then you got that chance. Like I said, it hurt that part of the game. Everything to me in that game was null and void, bro. All the way up until that point where he throws the pick. Because, like I said, the Bears to me were the better team on the field that night. There was nothing the Rams was doing that said that they were going to win that game. The Bears were in control of the game, in my opinion, all the way up until Caleb threw that pick in the end of the game. Yeah. Yes, like I said, now looking back at the film, I did see that, like I said, he had Cole Kmet coming across on the shallow route for a dump off. He could have dumped it off to him, but like I said, you're riding the high. You want to make that big play. And if there was something might have possibly been wrong with DJ Moore, somebody pointed out the fact that DJ was in concussion protocol.
Olin Kreutz said that.
Yeah, so you don't even know if DJ was totally there.
Right.
He might have just did everything he could to get himself back on the field. But everybody said it when it happened. It looked like DJ didn't run that route. He got to the top of that route and
that's the end of it.
He just started drifting. Yeah. So it's like, Brett, that man might not have been all the way there. I mean, they were fighting a lot. You lost Loveland.
Colston. Yeah.
So, and it was like, bro, when that happened, I didn't even realize Colston wasn't on the field. You know what I'm saying? So it was a lot they were dealing with at that moment.
That really hurt.
Yeah, it was a lot they were dealing with.
That's a security blanket, you know?
Yeah. Because I guarantee you, if on that play that was supposed to be Colston Loveland coming across the middle, instead of Cole Quebec,
it's going to be that safety on the ground
directly to Colston.
Yeah.
But man,
they did a good job on Colston. They're 4 catches for 56, and they D'd him up pretty good. And then he left the game, of course. But the game before against the Packers, 15 targets, 10 catches, 100 something yards.
The man's become a safety blanket / weapon in this offense, and it's insane. But man, I'm not. Like I said, even after the game, bro, I'm not mad. This game, like I hear people say, we was playing with house money. I'm not subscribing to the fact of, oh man, Ryan, we got next year. We was playing with house money. Nah, bro, because like my man said up in Detroit, bro, you don't know when you're going to get back to them points. And I do feel like this team was at least special enough to get to an NFC championship. Beating Seattle, I'm not going to sit here and say we was going to just go up to Seattle and beat Seattle. Hell no. Seattle
would have taken a lot of plays, big plays and turnovers.
Yes. And that defense is ridiculous. But to sit here and say that I don't think I thought we were going to get beat by the Rams. I didn't think we was going to get beat by the Rams, and they played like I thought. I mean, we had a lot of drops. I mean, it probably was weather related.
What I was talking about, KB, is that bear weather fucked us this time.
A lot of drops, bro. But I'm not mad. I'm not mad at the situation at all. Caleb proved what we wanted him to prove. Everything I think that you would want as a Bears fan outside of us making it to a Super Bowl, because that's always the thing at the beginning of the season, man. You always feel like, hey, we can do it this year. You wanted Caleb to prove that he was the guy. He's done that in spades. You wanted to know if Ben Johnson can coach. Ben Johnson had this offense operating at a top 5 level all season,
I love Ben Johnson,
which is absolutely crazy from the thought last year when you were a 30 to 30 off.
Johnson.
So you got playmakers in Colston Loveland, a hit. All the folks that laughed, y'all can shut the hell up now. The man, anybody would have wanted Colston Loveland, and he showed you why. He missed a good portion of the beginning of the season, still ended with close to 800 yards receiving, and how many touchdowns? It's crazy.
He had 6 or 7.
So Luther Burden,
713 yards, 58 catches.
So
6 touchdowns.
You hit on Luther Burden. That he looks like he might be a superstar in the future, man.
Man, and he is he is not only a superstar, he is a motivated superstar. I mean, from day one, when they asked him about dropping out of the first round, first of all, when he didn't get drafted in the first round, he went to work that night catching balls off a jugs machine.
Hell yeah.
Then when he went in the second round and they asked him about it, he said, yeah, everybody who passed on me got to pay. And you see it, especially when he plays the Packers. The Packers drafted a first round wide receiver over him in that draft. And he took that personally, like the MJ. Like the MJ meme. He took that personally. Yeah,
there's a big old chip on his shoulder right now.
Had a 35% snap share and almost had the same production as DJ Moore. 47 catches, 652 yards, only 2 touchdowns, but didn't have the red zone looks that DJ had.
And I mean,
what he does after he catches, he's a magician. He's a magician.
He's a yak machine, bro. He is amazing after the catch.
Been a yak machine for life.
They hit on the running back too. Manunga.
I was gonna say, I'm looking. You keep going through this draft. You look at it, bro. Before
Ozzie left tackle.
Ozzie has a hell of a mountain to climb right now. He absolutely.
Do you guys know how much yardage Manunga had rushing?
I know they were the only tandem to rush for over 750 yards this year. So I know it's over.
That finished with 783 yards rushing. Oh. That's good for 24th in the NFL.
So,
and he was a part-time player.
Yeah.
For all the grief that we gave Ryan Poles throughout the beginning of his tenure about draft picks.
Although Brad Biggs came out this week in a statement or an interview, one of his hits on, he said that Ben Johnson has final say over the picks and roster. Nobody gets selected without Ben Johnson's sign off.
Well, we saw how well they drafted in Detroit. I mean, enough to where they were, instead of going out and trying to upgrade their roster in other places, a lot of times they just re-signed their own.
And boys, that should be the model.
Yeah.
It seems insane to me that you would have GM acting as an independent contractor and then coach having to deal with GM decisions. It seems insane to me.
That was what they said. In order to get Ben Johnson to sign a head coaching contract with the Bears, they had to give him, say over drafting and personnel.
That's the way that should always be. Yeah. The coach is the one that has to deal with the players. The coach is the one that has to put the formations together. The coach is the one that has to call.
I agree.
The personnel has to match that plan.
Mm-hmm.
It should never be the inverse.
And if he was the one that picked this draft class, you got to look at it. Ben Johnson hit on damn near every pick. I mean, the one
that
the offensive
prop is moving. So, I mean, you look at it. You have a left tackle. We just got to pray he comes back and he's healthy enough to continue to play.
Fucking warrior! Hop yourself off the field to save a timeout.
What a kid, man! Crazy, love that kid. That's a year recovery, man. I mean, not a year, but a long. It's like.
I was going to say
6 to 8 months until he's even ready to do anything.
I've seen that they said that the injury he has was the same one that Justin Simmons had. And then they said it was another player that had the same type of injury. So the way they spoke on it was more of it's going to be however his mentality is to attack this injury, that he could come back from it. I mean, it's going to be rough regardless. They said the earliest he'll be is at the start of training camp, even if he attacks it.
Do you guys remember Mark Colombo, the Bears left tackle? Had a gruesome knee injury as well. Boston College left tackle.
Was supposed to be an absolute dude.
Ozzie left tackle, gruesome knee injury. Boston College. It's just history repeating itself, unfortunately. But the fact that we lost our left tackle of the future, and it was. Right now we have the left tackle and Caleb Williams under rookie contracts, so you have flexibility to go out and get players to put you over the top while this window's open.
Right.
It's the draft. The draft coming up. It's fantastic for tackles, man. There's so many
offensive and pass rush, and everything we need is in the draft.
Safeties, even corners is good this year.
Just get the right one.
Yeah,
but the thing I'll say this about Ozzie, because I think he proved a lot of people wrong, and it was nice to see going forward this year. When Ozzie didn't get the starting position, it was we told y'all he was a right tackle. he can't play left tackle. I don't know why they thought this would work. This is a dumb pick. He's not a good player. You heard everything under the sun.
I liked him.
Why Ozzie couldn't play left tackle, and nobody was giving this dude a chance to say, you know what, man, maybe they just felt he wasn't ready yet.
Yeah.
And that's the one thing about this staff that I'm very impressed with, because despite draft status, despite what somebody's money is for what they're getting paid, if you weren't ready to step on that field in the capacity that they want you to, you're not going to play yet.
Yeah.
And you've seen that with Luther Burden. A lot of folks said, where was Luther Burden in the beginning of the season? Luther Burden wasn't ready to step on the field because what he was doing, he was freelancing. He didn't know the playbook. So guess what? You don't get to come on the field and play if you can't follow what we're telling you to do.
Yeah.
He was forced into action, but you've seen that drove something in that kid, and you see what you get from it. So everything
Next year, watch out, bro.
Yeah, everything
Luther
that I
gonna be killer,
this year,
dude.
I seen. All I wanted to see us do was fight for 10 wins. They exceeded that. They made the playoffs. They won the division in the first year. You know what I'm saying? I got a homeboy as a Detroit fan that said, hey, man, but y'all didn't beat us, so y'all can't talk to us. Well, y'all didn't make it to the playoffs, so y'all can't talk to us. Y'all didn't win the division, so y'all can't talk to us. I said, y'all got swept by the Packers. Last I checked. Once I said all that, he ain't had nothing to say. But don't, like, y'all got us. Sometimes, like I said, styles make fights, bro. Y'all style was just a little better than ours. It's fine. Because going forward, we're gonna be a better team than y'all.
Rams left tackle Alaric Jackson, right? Is that who he's talking about?
I didn't realize he was a free agent.
Neither did I. Former Hawkeye, though. Former Iowa Hawkeye.
He's gonna want a bag, though.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, then again, going forward, just depending on whatever diagnosis you get at Ozzie, you have what you need on the team right now.
Mm-hmm.
You could tell. I mean, nobody wants it to be that way, but you can honestly say, "Hey, Joe, can we have you out at left tackle until this kid comes back, and then we'll kick you back inside?" He just proved it, and then McFadden stepped in, and we didn't miss a fucking beat.
Pancaking guys, man. Yeah,
I think that part of that, though, I love Joe Tooney, all pro, deserves everything he gets. Him being at left tackle hurt us in the run game last week, I think. I think it really did. So maybe like a Cam Robinson or somebody you can bring in to sign for 1 year just to have. But, yeah, I don't see him. I think Alaric Jackson, if he's not an automatic re-sign by the Rams, he's going to be looking for long-term security and a big bag, and he won't get either of that here in Chicago.
100%.
So I don't know if that's the guy I would look at. Yeah, Grizz, we know. So I guess we could bring it up. We've got a lot of hirings around the NFL, including one today.
AC and I went around the NFL before the show in the backstage. Save us for the show.
Green Bay Packers hired Jonathan Gannon as their defensive coordinator. He was in Philadelphia and got the head coaching gig in Arizona, and it didn't work out well.
Shots, explosives
with Arizona. I told Tooch, I wish we had the video of him when he first met with the Arizona Cardinals, and you could tell that maybe he is a good DC, but he wasn't a head coach when he. I mean, you're asking a bunch of NFL players who rode the bus in and if they feel a fire in their gut, but he didn't sound. I don't know. I like
he was reading a quote that another fiery great brain had once said.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. He was reading a teleprompter.
You guys need to something about a bus and fire. Fire that guy. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. How did that one go?
Okay. Practicing in the mirror. Fire in the gut. Gets in front of the team room and just freezes.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. That initial dap up between him and Kyler Gordon. Was it Kyler Gordon, quarterback?
Yeah. Murray. Kyler Gordon's on our team.
Kyler Gordon's on our team.
Quarterback.
Yeah. Kyler Murray. Kyler Gordon. What the hell am I doing? Jesus. It's been a week, boys. It's been a week. Where he does the whole shots explosives thing.
Yeah.
Like you knew right there. I think that
didn't he say like
Kyler Murray was kind of like
pew pew on that or something?
shots explosive pew pew.
I don't know. Like I said, maybe he'll work out. I hope he doesn't because of where he went to. But I had a friend from the Army who's a big Cardinals fan, and I tell him all the time, do whatever you can to go get Clint Kubiak out of Seattle to be your head coach. And Arizona still has an opening, and Clint Kubiak is still coaching for the Seattle Seahawks. So maybe it'll work out for him. But I told him, I was like, this Jonathan Gannon guy, he might be a good DC, but he's not a head coach. He just does nothing to motivate me. And he's a defensive minded head coach that his defense wasn't that great. I don't know. I liked a lot of their draft picks as they were picking them. It just hasn't, I don't know. It just hasn't worked out. And when you are losing close games, we saw it. It's coming down to coaching. We saw it with Eberflus. How many close games did he lose in his final year? That comes down to coaching, decisions, and winning in the margins.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does.
Yeah. Neil's here. I can put the pick up.
Yes, Flex Diggs. That is the number one thing. They did not get Al Harris. Al Harris currently is still our defensive back coach. Now he will he will have plenty of interviews, I'm sure, but at least he's not up there in Green Bay.
I mean, he's got connections to two of the openings. Mike McCarthy is the new Steelers head coach. He was the DB coach in Dallas when McCarthy was the head coach in Dallas. And then Dan Quinn of the Commanders was the defensive coordinator on the Cowboys staff when Harris was a DB's coach there as well. So Commanders looking for a defensive coordinator also. Harris,
Commanders, Steelers, or he could go back to Dallas. I mean, they fired Eberflus.
They fired Eberflus, yep. They could get one of those three jobs, So, I mean, we can't be too surprised when our great coaching staff gets plundered this offseason.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of what teams do. Look what Kyle Shanahan's had to deal with. Sean McVay's had to deal with.
Yep.
Hell, Dan Campbell. He lost both his coordinators, and
we already lost one coach. When Eric Bieniemy will be going to the Chiefs as their offensive coordinator. So
we got to keep Dan Rochar. I'd love to keep Al Harris, and then the good thing about Dennis Allen failing as a head coach twice.
He ain't going nowhere.
You feel like you can hold on to him as your DC, and he can do.
The Bears did hire a coach. They hired an assistant coach to the staff. It's Ben Johnson's wide receiver from college. I don't remember the guy's name.
I was going to say, Buddy was at Boston College, wasn't he?
Yeah, I was trying to remember that as well. They have an opening at running backs coach, or I was listening this morning. This could be them seeing how good Antoine Randall L is, and in the future he could get pulled. I mean, I knew Steelers fans who were like, let's go get Randall L to be our head coach. He played there, offensive-minded guy, been around the league, done a lot. But luckily they went with Mike McCarthy, which I don't think is an awful hire. When I'm looking online and everyone's dogging Mike McCarthy, this is a guy who, for all his faults, he won a Super Bowl with the Packers. He was there for a young Aaron Rodgers.
Tell me who's better out there.
And a young Dak Prescott.
Tell me who's better out there.
Play caller. And above all else, Tooch, he's from Pittsburgh. So his dad was a police officer in Pittsburgh. He knows the area, and
McCarthy's about the best you can do right now. Harbaugh's gone, right?
Yeah.
He's going to the Giants. McDaniel signed with the Chargers as their offensive coordinator.
Well, Cheesy's in the area. He says they're pissed. Obviously, I don't know what they expected. Like, I guess they expected Harbaugh to take the job or something. I'm not sure what, because Steelers fans, I've got friends that are Steelers fans. A lot of them are delusional, I guess would be the word. They feel like they have a lot more than they do have. They live off that 70s and 80s and those Steelers teams. Their dad was a Steelers fan, and they've been fans for years. But when you're moving on from a Mike Tomlin who had good success but couldn't get him over the hump.
Great coach.
I'm not sure what they were expecting. Yes, Fochizis, they're spoiled. Absolutely spoiled.
Fochizi also had threw a super chat in there, man. That said,
oh yeah,
with Ozzy being hurt, man, do we go left tackle or D line still? To me, it's still D line, bro.
It depends on who's there for me.
Of defense for me. So
the left tackle pick is going to be a stopgap.
Yeah.
Whether that when I say pick, I mean, are we addressing that in the draft or are we addressing that in free agency? You know what I mean? That's going to be a stopgap because this is Ozzy's position until he proves that he can't do it.
What if someone like Caden Proctor's there at 25, you know, or one of the Oregon or Utah tackles?
I was gonna say I believe World will still be there.
Isaiah World would be fantastic, that dude.
But if I'm sitting at 25 and you got TJ Parker on the board, you got
we think LT.
Buddy from a lot of Caden McDonald lately out of Ohio State.
I was gonna say Caden McDonald or Buddy from it's funny from Florida. I can't remember. It's Caleb Banks. If I'm staring at one of those three on the board and then Caden Proctor, one of those three would be the first ones I'm looking at. Caden Proctor, I get it. Like I said, we love the dude. He's a freak, but I mean, I'm not passing up one of those three.
I love seeing the highlights of Cassius Howell out of Texas A&M, but he doesn't have the size to really fit this defensive scheme. But he's a freaking demon on the edge, bro.
I did a mock draft
on Miami.
I did a mock draft ended with him, bro. I had Banks and Cassius Howell, bro.
Oh wow, you hit both of them.
Yes, I almost fainted. I knew I was like, bro, this ain't real, but I'm still taking it.
Zion Young, I've been looking at him lately. Yep.
I wouldn't mind him either. There's a lot. The Miami has one. He's not on this little list here, but
Mesidor, right?
Mesidor, that dude's a beast.
That to me that'd be the goated draft. If you can get one of those D tackles and you can get a Mesidor in the second round. Oh my God.
Yep.
Yeah, Mesidor's biggest question is his age and injury history.
Yeah.
So this year he's had a full year and showed out and showed well, especially with Ruben Bain on the opposite side. But if his injuries continue to pop up, that'll be maybe that's something that makes him slip in the draft, and we can get a steal.
We drafted Shamar Turner. That dude was injured when we drafted him. The Bears have bad luck when we draft injured players.
Better job of the medicals this time around.
Yeah.
Better job of the medicals this spring.
Yep.
Karan Avagaji, speaking of injury guys.
Speaking of injuries, drafting injuries, drafting guys that were injured. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Baron Bruce says Mesidor stays hurt. So maybe that's not the best. Like I said, as far as looking at highlights and stuff, I love the TJ Parker out of Clemson. I love what Cassius Howell looks like. Just an absolute the way he bends the edge, Neil. You got to look at this guy. The way he freaking, like when they do the hula hoop thing at the combine, I can't wait to see what he's able to do, because just watching
the hoop is what we call it. Run the hoop.
Oh my goodness, it's a work of art. It really is a work of art.
But man, you got to like the way Austin Booker played towards down the stretch.
I love Book.
Absolutely,
length and
I love Book.
Playmaking. I mean, dude's like strong too for his weight. You know, I mean, he converts speed to power really well. Just knock some tackles on their ass. He's not a heavy guy. What is he, like 250 at best?
I know he's 6'6". I know that.
Throughout the length, the long arms and everything, he bend the edge a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, he's gotta have a bigger role. But hey, if you want, I can flash up some of our free agents here. I know it's hard to read because there's so many.
Yep.
You know. Any of these guys you want to sign?
Is this in alphabetical order? I know off the top of my head which ones I want.
Copied and pasted from an article.
So I definitely want Kevin Byard. I know he's 32, but he's a leader in and out, on and off the field. I definitely want to bring him back.
I'd like to bring DeMarco Jackson back. That guy.
Oh, absolutely. DeMarco Jackson has to be brought back.
Absolutely. Yeah. What about I like Case Keenum. I like to have him in our quarterbacks room.
Yeah.
Player coach.
Will he sign a 1 year, $2 million to stick around and be an extra?
The free agent on there, that guy balled out this last game, Brisker, man. He was everywhere.
Oh, Brisker probably had his best game in the
Best
very
game as a
first
Bear.
game.
That game, though, is going to get him.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's get it paid.
That game's going to get him a 5-year deal, paid in the top part of this. I mean, when your fans are looking at safeties, or I guess front offices either, you see a guy who, 24, 25 on his first contract. I know he was hurt. I mean, I look at it as this is his first full year in the league. I love Brisker, but if you can't trust him to stay healthy, I don't know how you can give him a long-term extension, which I'm assuming is what our front office is going to look at with him as well.
That'll be what every front office looks at. His injury history, his reliability, dependability to be available. I
think somebody will get him, though. Maybe Vic Fangio tells Howie, go get me this safety to play in Philly. I mean, they moved Cooper DeJean to safety this year to try and fill a hole, and he's, I think, better as a corner. KB, we got to ask you about Big Cuz, man. I know his contract's up. We've talked about injuries piling up. Have you talked to him? Do you know where he's at?
Last time I talked to him was right before the game, man, and I mean he was in good spirits.
Yeah.
I don't ask him about what the plans are, man.
He pretty much lets his agent do it, right? I'm assuming.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, but I know he still had a good mindset. I know he was hurt just hearing through the grapevine, heard about the loss, man, just like everybody was. But yeah. I don't know, man. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? Who knows? I ain't gonna speak or speculate on nothing, man.
Right,
Do I want him back? Of course, absolutely want him back on the team. But whatever he chooses, man, he chooses, bro.
Absolutely. 10-year veteran.
How old is he gonna be?
Oh 30. Shit, Andrew was still 30 this year.
Yeah, so 10-year or dang near 10-year vet, defensive tackle playing in those trenches.
Yeah.
Body starting to give up on him. You know, he had the pec injury last year. This year he had a concussion at one point. He had a hip injury at one point. Just stuff starts to line up, and you in a car crash every play of the game.
Yep.
I will say when we were watching the game last week, and I think NBC, the intros is probably my favorite thing that they do. But because they didn't even let him do the intro, they had Javon Dexter on there. And I was like, Mallory was like, why didn't they let Billings do it? And I said, well, I guess technically he's a rotational player, but that's my nose tackle, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Start nose tackle on the team. I still would have gave it to him.
Yeah, that's my. What do you think he would have done with his intro? Would he just be like Andrew Billings, Waco, or you think?
Yeah, man, he by the book, man. I don't see Cuz getting on there talking about some, you know what I'm saying, coming from what's my boy, the guy out Harris University or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I'd have got on there and said it. I don't care how big I am, bro. Ryan Billings, out Harris University. Man, what you play D tackle? You seen the videos of me in coverage? Shut up.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll be one to watch. Let's see what goes on with that. I'd like to have Jonathan Owens back. Not only do I think he's good depth at the safety position, but bringing his wife to the games is good for Bears as well.
I didn't know he was 30 years old, man.
I didn't realize that either.
Yeah.
Trying to look who else on this list. Scott Daly, you don't hear about the long snapper. He gets it done though.
You got to bring back the quality long snapper. You have to bring that type of. I mean, those are unheralded MVPs.
Yeah, Torrey Taylor's long snapper is on the practice squad though.
Okay, now this is a fun one.
The college long snapper,
because of the situation and how he is viewed through the league. If he tests free agents and he's not getting the money that you thought he would get, would you consider bringing Braxton Jones back on a 1-year contract?
I knew you were going with that. I would definitely consider it, but I think this coaching staff kind of told you what their thoughts on Braxton.
I mean, we got Theo Benedette. He can play wide receiver too.
I forgot about Theo. Shit, people crying about a stopgap. You got Theo.
Theo could play wide receiver, streaking down the line there.
Bro,
That's
I ain't
one
gonna
thing
lie.
about the decision making of Caleb that bothered me in that game.
He definitely dropped an
He
easy pass
threw the
last
ball. Yeah, he threw the ball to Theo instead of DeAndre Swift. Theo of course, can't come up with the play, but he had
That ball get him like
Swift open in the flat. Like, come on.
he alligator arm that shit so bad. I think
game.
probably
And almost
every
ended up
day,
in a pick.
every day of the week Theo catches that ball probably.
Yeah,
Well,
practice.
Theo was probably
guarantee-
shocked that he threw it to him
I know he
too.
probably was like, wait a minute, you throwing at me for real?
Yeah, he throwing it to me. Yeah.
The way that ball bounced in the air, I'm surprised that thing wasn't picked.
Yeah, it should have been picked.
Oh my god.
Just
Yep.
Oh yeah, D-Rob's on here too, right? He was a guy who
That'd
played.
be another
I mean,
one.
it's
D-Rob
a
had a
contract year, but he had a good year, man. He flashed. If
I was
you
gonna
can
say
get
he
him
What about,
Last
uh,
couple games.
bro.
Duvernay, the guy played pretty good in that game, that last game.
I,
Good field position he does, but
I love the fact Duvernay didn't Valus Jones it. You know, he was he was the guy who took care of. But I feel like you can draft that position maybe. So
yeah, if we got
it
someone
could
that's a
save
real
you
game
some
breaker.
money. What do you think, KB? I see you shaking your
Listen,
head.
bro, I told you my pipe dream pick is Buddy from Georgia, bro. And
Brant,
then I
right?
know, yeah, and then I know Iowa, was it Iowa or Iowa State that has a kid that's been
Wetchen.
really good.
Caden Wetchen,
So
like 6 return touchdowns last year.
I'm like, bro, Duvernay has been solid. He picked it up from the beginning of the year, but I don't, bro. Watching him, I just feel like it's like, bro, looking at him, he's like he's moving through sand. I don't know what's going on. I remember Duvernay being fast as shit. So I just feel we could draft somebody for that spot. Like I said, my pipe dream pick is somebody from Georgia. And if
I told y'all
Iowa.
about Barry Brown. Used to play for Kentucky, went to LSU this year. He's a return specialist as well. He's only like 6'1", but he's fast. He had kick return touchdowns at Kentucky, like quite a few of them. I don't. What you got, Neil? You think we keep Duvernay, or what do you think?
I like Duvernay. I think he's very crafty with the way that he returns these kicks.
which is also true.
And in a pinch, if you need him to play a retriever, he runs very sharp routes.
Yep,
It's quality
Sean
veteran.
Wright.
He's not necessarily a dynamic playmaker at a position where you do prefer to have a dynamic playmaker. But every time he takes a kickoff, I just feel like he's gonna potentially do something positive and productive with it. Yeah,
He put us in good
speaking of
positions.
positions, speaking of positions, Devin Hester excluded. That Bears fans aren't necessarily, used to having, production and reliability out of.
Right.
Return man is certainly one of them.
Yep.
So if
Used to have some
if that's not going to affect the money that we need to spend this year, I would certainly bring him back.
And we
Deshaun Wright, you start saying Deshaun Wright.
Deshaun Wright, would you
would
guys
bring-
sign him back? I think he's
Yes.
going to be too expensive.
Absolutely,
I
would absolutely
think
sign him back.
I think he's gonna get a bag.
He's
I
gonna
mean,
get some money.
Trayvon Diggs, the last time he did that, he got a $19 million a year contract. I love you, Nashawn,
Mhm.
but I can't
Jalen
afford
Johnson's
$20 million
making
a year.
$25 million cap hit next year for the
Kyler
opposite-
Gordon's
whatever
getting
opposite.
paid quite a bit.
Yep.
You got Zay Frazier, who we haven't seen, but he fits the stereotype size.
I was just about to say
everything
we
that
got
they look
Nashawn Wright on the injury list coming back, and the Zay Frazier kid.
That's why I think he won't be back. But
And we talk about mock drafts. I do a 7-rounder just to try to find guys late too. There's a kid out of Florida that fits the size. I can't remember his name. Devin Moore, I believe it is. I'd have to look at him. But I love you, Nashawn. Go get your bag. You deserve it.
Yep.
But we just can't afford to keep. I just don't think we can afford to keep him.
Ooh,
He's so-
Matt Fuccizi in here talking about what about linebacker?
Needs to be addressed.
I think it needs to be addressed. Yeah, I mean, look, Tremaine Edmonds, $17 million cap hit next year. TJ Edwards, $10.8 million next year. Edwards will be 30 next year. Edmonds is still young because he came into the league as a 20-year-old, but he'll be 28.
Right.
He'll be 28 next season. But he's making $17.5 million. I mean, that like AC said, that the defense was highly paid this year.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, with Edmonds, you're gonna have to. So he's still under contract. He's not a free agent yet, right?
Correct.
So
No, he got next year.
you'll have to
It's got
go.
$1 million roster bonus too.
You'll have to go and try and restructure it, or I look at what the dead cap is. He might be a cap casualty.
Let me give you the top 5 players who are making bag. Actually, I'll give you the top 10. DJ Moore, $28.5 million. Montez Sweat, $25 million. Jalen Johnson, $25 million. Joe Tooney, $21.5 million. He'll be 34 next year. Dayo Idengbo coming in at 5th at $20.5 million.
Speaking of players that need to be cut, Dayo Idengbo.
Jonah Jackson, $19.5 million. Grady Jarrett, $19 million. Tremaine Edmonds, $17.5 million. Drew Dahlman, $14 million. And Kyler Gordon, $13.3 million. Cole Kmet's making $11.6 million, just to round it out there.
What did we sign Jarrett for? How many years?
For who?
Grady Jarrett.
Yeah.
Grady Jarrett, three-year deal.
Was that a 3-year deal?
I was gonna say, I know the first year of the deal was big, and I believe after this year, it's like his cap hit is like very minimal. It's supposed to be it's damn near a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
J2K's in the chat. Go ahead, KB.
I was gonna say real quick, Focheezy, there's a guy that apparently the Bears have met with multiple times already that plays linebacker out of UTSA. His name is Shad Banks Jr. The kid seems to be an athletic freak, very cerebral for the position. I'm just gonna say I will keep my eye out on him.
I know
a premonition from Nasser KB over here.
Amen.
I know J2K. I think he means Jacob Rodriguez, the linebacker out of
not
Texas Tech and the BYU linebacker. I love Jacob Rodriguez. I've been grabbing him a lot. I mean, he was a guy.
Texas Tech, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was a guy who
filled up the stat sheet. Man, he's a monster.
Yeah, and I think it was RG3 said he should get like Heisman votes, like the way he played.
Yeah.
So if you can grab him 4th, 5th, 6th round, that'd be a steal. We got to have speed, fellas. That's the bottom line. That's what I noticed when we played the Packers, when we played the Rams, when we played anybody who does these little crossing routes every single time. They'd be now. Some of it was rubbing. Shout out Rams, y'all rub every daggone play. I don't know how they got away with it, but the team speed on defense just needs to be improved overall. And KB, as much as I love Big Cuz, I think they're gonna end up replacing him with someone younger and cheaper. And
a little bit more pop.
Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, it's a business, man. That's the way. That's what they all say. It's a business. And we got a lot of
got some things here. These are the Bears' top needs, maybe, according to Swifty. Defensive tackle, safety, edge rusher, linebacker, left tackle, and then depth pieces. I don't know if I would agree with that exact order. I think you find safety at anywhere in this draft. Edge rusher for sure. Left tackle, I'd move up. If the window's open, man, I mean, if the right left tackle, and there are so many good ones in this draft, if one were to fall 1st, 2nd round, I think you got to grab one just so you're not caught without a left tackle with whatever happens, and you got nobody.
I think edge
D-line 1-2.
Tooney's so much better as a guard. It's just.
I think edge rusher is number 1 for me. If there's a good defensive tackle that falls to us, like we were saying earlier, a Caden McDonald, a Caleb Banks, or if the kid out of Clemson, who's their defensive tackle that I've seen,
Peter Woods.
If he somehow slips and falls to us, you run that card up. But other than that, I'm going edge rusher first because, like I said, like you said, we were talking about the draft from last year. We drafted Shamar in the 2nd round, Shamar Turner. And he's been injured, so we haven't seen a whole lot out of him. We don't know what they saw, what they think of him as far as the three technique. that'll be something to watch. But yeah, I think
He was playing end at the end though. It was,
they say
then.
They switch them all around. They said Dio's better as a 3-tech than he is an edge.
Yep.
Dom Ra was playing some 3-tech, some edge. That they flipped these dudes all. Hell, I saw technically Big Cuz line up in the 3-tech position.
Yeah. Yep.
So that they move those guys. They like to have their position flexibility is what they like to say.
I think it was Greg Gabriel. Shout out to his pod. I think it was Greg that said something about Shamar getting more looks at edge before the injury or whatever, and I think that's where they're starting to be more comfortable with him playing. So we might even be looking at Turner playing at more edge, which could, theoretically kick that back a little bit. But like y'all said, man, Dio to me seemed better at playing in the inside. So if you get him on the inside and you get him, he's more of a speed rusher from the inside, then that helps. So you could have that flip flop there, but yeah, you still do need the big body up the middle that can get to the quarterback. This man, injury derailed us so bad, bro. I mean, from the defensive line standpoint alone, what could have been if Turner probably got a whole year? Maybe he did become more of an outside edge rusher type in Dennis Allen's defense, and we wouldn't even be sitting here talking about edge rusher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dio probably could have kicked in, and we would have had the inside pass rush that we needed.
That's true.
The injuries just derailed us on the defensive line, man. The most to me.
It's true on the backside of the defense as well. The defensive backs, we didn't see a full lineup in our defensive backfield until this game against the Rams, and that's when they played the best. I mean, you finally get Kyler back. He's got a week under his belt. Jalen Johnson was not healthy the whole year. He had a core surgery that usually would put people on IR. He said that on a podcast.
He shouldn't have played this year at all.
This is the first time we ever saw Brisker do a whole year. Kevin Byard played his ass off. He's up there in age. This is why we had to run with Nashawn Wright and McLeod and who else did we run out there? It was why we signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson, who was the biggest Bears fan when he wasn't playing. It was his tweets, his X posts were. He was believing even when I had trouble believing. In that Packers game, if you follow C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he was tweeting the whole time, hey, here we go. It's Iceman. Don't worry. He got us. And he did have us. That's what we got to remember, man. We got the coach right. We got the quarterback right. We just gotta win in the margins. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna say they can find a way to bring back Gardner Johnson, bro. I got to, man. I hate playing against the dude because he's an asshole.
Right.
But him being on the team, I was gonna say, but him being on the scene, bro, he brought an energy about him that just fit what you wanted to do on this defense. I don't want to see him in coverage ever again. I don't want to see him man-to-man on nobody because he does not have the foot speed to keep up with anybody. But if there's a chance that if there's a chance, you're more than likely going to lose Jaquan Brisker.
Yeah. What's Grady Jarrett's contract? Or not Grady Jarrett, Javon Dexter's contract? Because isn't he was this his last year or is next year?
This is it's next year that his rookie contract is up.
Because I still feel like he doesn't get off like we need. He still doesn't have it. I don't know if it's a mentality or what it is. You've got the size, you've got the speed, you've got the body type, you got everything we need. You just low man wins and fast man wins. If you ain't getting off the ball, I can't do nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? If you can't get off the ball, I can't do nothing for you. So that it might be might be somewhere else we looking in the draft. I mean, a lot of these guys, like you said, though, Tooch, we're gonna have to go back to the negotiating table and see if we can drop their yearly salary. We'll have to look and see what the dead cap is to see if there's a post June 1st cut that we can get out of. Oh, Stevenson, Focheezy.
That's another one that got another year.
I don't know if y'all heard the story on Stevenson.
No.
So
What's up?
I think it was the Rams game. It was toward the end. He makes a pass breakup. This dude goes to the crowd and starts cheering again like he did the Fail Mary. Kevin Byard had to go grab him and say, hey, we still got another play. Get your ass over here. Bro, this is why we were talking all year. What did Stevenson do? Why is he not getting playing time? You know, this is a dude we drafted in the second round. We wanted so much for him. If you've got to have somebody else motivate you to keep your head in the game, but I don't know what to tell you. I love you, Stevenson. You got the size, you got the build, you got pretty good speed. You good at knocking the ball out, doing everything I want you to do.
Yeah,
but it's all up here. What can we do to fix that?
It's called being a professional.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, he was one that always said, I felt like if they moved him back to safety, I felt like he would make the best transition.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Moving
if
to
you got to
safety
sit there and constantly pull somebody back into a game, bro, that's doing too much, man. I'm not here to babysit you. We're grown men. So that's rough, bro.
Yeah, it's your job. It's your career.
Like, the way that he plays ball would fit at safety, but do you want somebody that you can't? We couldn't trust Eddie Jackson for 4 years.
That's true.
Do you want a knucklehead back there at safety, or do you want somebody that you can trust back there at safety? I want somebody that we don't have to pull the reins in and you get the head in the game. I want somebody that's a locker room cancer. Those guys are supposed to be leaders back there. You know. Like I thought about the same thing you just said, Cade. I think I brought that up last week too. Something I've been thinking about is like the way that he plays ball, and he's not necessarily the most explosive, twitchiest cat out there on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe he could function at safety, but you're at that point you're using the word function. You know what I mean? Like you're using terminology that you don't need to use terminology at position that doesn't need that terminology.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Alex Machado says he would trade for Jeffrey Simmons, the defensive tackle out of Tennessee. After hiring Robert Saleh this week, I think there's a 0% chance he lets his best defensive player leave the building.
Not going.
That would be awesome, though. I would love Jeffrey Simmons being in Chicago.
I was going to say,
thing to have.
You want
Robert Saleh isn't letting him go, though.
No chance, no shot.
That's his Eric Armstead.
I've seen nonsense all the way from are the Bears going to try to trade for Chris Jones to the craziest one I've seen was the Bears were could be possibly looking at Travis Etienne this offseason. I'm like,
I saw that too, and I was like, why would we? I guess he's a free agent. First of all, Jags aren't letting him leave. The way that Liam Cohen used him this year,
he's not going nowhere.
That was how he ran his offense. Secondly, you're already paying Swift. You got Monungai. If you add anything to this running back room, it's through the draft or an undrafted free agent.
Exactly.
I just don't see him paying big bucks.
You're not going to go spend no money on no damn running back in free agency when you don't have money as is. Like I'm like, where do they think? What do they?
They have to restructure a lot of guys,
right?
To afford a luxury like Travis Etienne. What about this guy?
I love it. I love it.
I
fucking love it.
That makes a lot of sense. It doesn't cost you a draft pick.
That's the dream pick this free agency period.
Yeah.
For me. Yep. Because if you can find a way to get Hendrickson in here, you solve an immediate need with the fact that you now have a rotation of Turner, Booker, Sweat, whoever you decide else to bring in the Henderson.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's a hell of a rotation.
Yeah.
Now that means that I can focus on D tackle.
Yeah, you're a lot more flexible in the draft too.
So I listen.
Jared Allen, like the good Jared Allen or the bad Jared Allen, Buka?
He said he getting Jared Allen vibes. Hey man, you don't have to sign them to just huge money. I mean, you the one thing this season did for us, it gives you the hey, you come here, you're competing.
Yeah.
You're competing for playoffs. You're competing for possibly a Super Bowl run.
Yeah.
We have the quarterback. We have the pieces on offense. We just need you to come in and help on defense.
It would cost too much, but Max Crosby just came out the other day. He was on a podcast. He was like, look at Caleb Williams, all these plays he makes.
Oh, he talked about it after they played us.
Yeah, I know.
He was blazing the shit out of Caleb.
That's what I say. He came out and said it all over again. I mean, he would really love to play with Caleb, but I mean, it's going to cost you 2 draft picks. You know, you got to fit his salary in as well. I mean, I love Crosby. He's younger than Hendrickson too. But
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
But, and again, like we said about the Titans, I think Brian Flores gets hired out there, and he is not letting Max Crosby leave his building. He's not going to do it. I love the trade. I'm an hour from Cincinnati, so I got a lot of Bengals fans around me. Trey Hendrickson is the dream. He's a guy that I wanted to trade for this year. You talk about a dumb franchise with dumb ownership that makes the dumbest possible decisions. That's the Cincinnati Bengals. This is a guy who they signed to a 1-year deal. They knew he was only there for 1 year. They had a chance to trade him at the trade deadline, and they chose not to. Now they're letting a franchise pass rusher leave their organization for nothing, for absolutely nothing. And
they wanted too much for him last year. They weren't settling for anything lower than a first.
They kept saying a first. Like, bro,
they could have gotten a second.
Trey. I love Trey, but he's a 30-year-old pass rusher.
He'll be 31 next year.
You're not getting a first round pick. I don't get the Jared Allen vibes like I'm hearing in our chat. And then some people are asking, is he healthy? I think he was healthy for a lot of this season, but he shut it down for himself because the Bengals, again, only signed him to a 1-year contract. If he comes back out and plays in a meaningless football game and snaps his Achilles, then he's done for his career. He's got to retire. So he did that for himself. He shut himself down. And it's so easy for them to just say, I don't know about this hammy, coach. It just ain't working out today or whatever. But I would love to have Hendrickson on this team. And when he was in New Orleans, he played under Dennis Allen, which got him the big contract.
Got him the bag in Cincinnati.
If you can get him, I don't know what he's looking for. That'll be the question. Is he looking to get paid $30 million, $35 million a year? Because then maybe I'm a little iffy on it. I don't know. But yes, they do want to play in Chicago, Focheesy. Absolutely. I think free agency will be fun this year. It'll be we'll be able to go out and pick and choose who we want. But we'll have to fix the contract so we got money. Right now we ain't got no money. I don't know.
When was the last time the Chicago Bears were a destination?
Julius Peppers?
Yeah.
I love that too.
Lovey got Julius Peppers into the
building. He was down in Carolina at midnight. Hey, bro. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I agree, J2K. But listen, man, the Ozzie Trapillo injury kind of throws a wrench in our plans here. I'm with you. Go draft.
That's a good point.
Edge and defensive tackle and corner and safety, but the Trapillo injury really, now if you could get, a free agent tackle or edge in here, then you're a lot more flexible in the draft. But I mean, the kid on Denver might be getting a bag, but he'd be pretty good. Is that John Franklin Myers? They have he did well even with the pass rushers around him. I mean, they had Benedetto, and he still put up some numbers at D tackle.
Yeah. Well, our chat's definitely making good points. PZ, 30-plus-year-old making business decisions. The Bengals made that business decision for him when they only offered him a 1-year contract. He didn't have any future there. And also Squeegee here talking about the interior D line. You
Hendrickson played for Dennis Allen though. I don't have any have any qualms about his effort once he's reunited with his old DC. I mean, look, he'll be playing for a team that's going to be contending for the NFC North, contending for the playoffs, like KB said, possibly win a Super Bowl.
I was going to say, once you feel to a point that it's levels of disrespect, right?
Yeah.
You can have the quiet disrespect that y'all deal with behind the scenes, and then you can have the major disrespect where it's being thrown on a national stage that everybody knows what you're worth. But the people that are hiring you are the ones that are your biggest haters. Yeah. We just seen that last year with the Bengals. They constantly threw it in that man's face like, hey, we're not going to pay you, but we're also not going to let you go so you can go get what you're worth somewhere else.
Right.
I mean, at a certain point, it got to a point where he was literally out loud saying out of his mouth in public, I'm losing respect for this fucking organization.
He said he wanted to be there. They made it difficult. And I got to tell you also, I grew up cheering for the Cincinnati Bengals. I could never do that again because of the way this ownership runs that franchise. Not only running off Trey Hendrickson, but they have the smallest scouting staff in the entire NFL, which is why they're not able to rebuild their roster through the draft, because they have like 4 people in their scouting department, one of which is the son of the owner. So you tell me who's making the real decisions.
Right.
And then on top of that, this is a team, an organization, a franchise in Cincinnati that literally took a fine this year for not clearing snow off the seats when they played the Baltimore Ravens. They chose to, instead of what the Bills do, paying people $20 an hour to come shovel snow, they just said, "No, we ain't gonna do nothing," and they took the fine. This I used to think the Bears were cheap. The Bengals are the cheapest. When they brought Boomer Esiason back to be in their Ring of Honor,
they made money stay in a regular hotel, didn't they?
They made Boomer. They did not pay for his travel, and then when he got there, they offered him a discounted hotel rate. They didn't even say, "We'll fly you in. We'll put you up in this top." They're just cheap, man, and it's never going to change as long as they're in charge.
You forgot the other one. Y'all got to remember, it's the same organization that tried to take a clause out of the rookie contract for Shamar Stewart that said if you get injured, you'll be paid. They fought to take that out.
Yeah.
And that's something that every first round pick gets. It wasn't like he was fighting for more money.
Yeah.
He was just fighting for regular ass rights in his contract. Yeah. Because they wanted to be cheap. So it's like, bro, I'm not holding,
set the market.
I'm not holding anything against Trey Hendrickson for what he did, because I'll be honest, if I know I'm gonna hit a market and I'm trying to either get paid or I want somebody to give me decent money, I'm coming in as healthy as I can come in.
Yeah.
I'm not going to beat my body up for a team I don't have any faith in and I lost respect for.
No, absolutely. I don't blame him at all.
You fix it by drafting more speed, like Buka says.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those little wide receivers, the speedy ones like Amon-Ra St. Brown, and I forget who else is killing us across
everyone in Green Bay.
Jaden Reed. I mean, he's not a little one, but Christian Watson's is big and fast. And we just couldn't hang with them.
Yeah, this is another thing too, bro. And folks ain't talking about. We lost a corner that folks felt could have started over Stevenson in the fucking first place in preseason.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting what the kid's name is, but he was built like Tariq Woolen. Then they went out and drafted Zai Frazier.
Yeah,
we talked about it.
They have the kids on the roster right now who have the speed and are huge. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fact they're coming off an injury. I can't remember what that kid's name is. Is it Edwards? Terrell Smith. Thank you.
Yeah. Shout out, Chad.
Thank you, Chad. I mean, you're going to be getting 6'2", 6'3" cornerbacks back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Both of them with speed. I would.
Yeah,
I would,
but he's coming off. Was it Achilles or ACL that he tore? You
That's
got to
true.
worry about
That's
is he
true.
able to get back to the speed where he was? I mean, maybe he will, maybe he won't. I think you got to tackle it in the draft. I think you got to get younger. You got to get faster. That's just the bottom line. I don't completely disagree with some in the chat talking about fixing the interior of the defensive line. You go that route.
Yeah.
That makes Austin Booker better. That makes Montez Sweat's job a little bit easier. That allows your linebackers to flow and do what they got to do. Yeah, definitely. I feel like that. Didn't we say Zay or did we not? I thought we said
Zay Frazier. Yeah, Zay. Yep.
Zay Frazier.
We got somebody who says Jalen Johnson may never return to 100%. So he had the
groin. Tore his groin, right?
Yeah,
groin muscle
injury.
tear. Yeah,
and he said he had a core injury in the season too. That
he was obviously hurting. I mean, he's making $25 million next year. I mean, we can't. I mean, he's arguably, when he's healthy, our best cornerback for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Just is he going to be back to what he was?
I think you get that man.
A lot of questions.
I think you get this man this all season to heal for real. I think he'll be fine.
Two of those
You're
guys.
Right. I agree, Flex.
Two guys we were talking about, Jordan McFadden, Theo Benedict. They're exclusive rights free agents. The Bears offer them a 1-year contract at league minimum. That player cannot negotiate with other teams. That's what exclusive rights free agents are. Then restricted free agents is Noah Sewell, who didn't play terribly at linebacker, and Daniel Hardy. Noah Sewell's only 23 years old. So, I mean, him coming back, I think gives you a little more depth at linebacker.
I feel like he's hurt.
He's hurt.
Yeah, I know.
He gonna be coming off an injury too.
He's hurt a lot. He's a restricted free agent though. But they have the right of first refusal on any tender.
Yeah. So, I mean, I seen. Was it? Was our boy? Not Flex. Who said something about the picks? I can't remember who said something about the picks. But I mean, right now, I think we're all pulling right now for Ian Cunningham to get this this GM job. I think
get those picks. I've heard.
So it's been confirmed. He is making a move to GM. At GM, we get the picks. It does not matter if he does not assume the position of making decisions.
You're talking about Ian Cunningham?
Yeah, it's
about job titles.
Yeah, so
he's not going anywhere unless he is a GM, though, right?
I was going to say, I was going to say right. That's what I'm saying. Right now, I think we are all pulling right now for him to get this job with the Falcons. Yeah. At least it's 2 third-round picks, man. It'll give you something, but
we never get compensatory. I can remember the last time
that was how the Baltimore Ravens and really the New England Patriots used to run a lot of their organization. They would let dudes leave, get a big check, get a compensatory pick, and just nail it in the draft.
Juan Brisker, Sean Wright. These are 2 names right now who might get paid. Those are compensatory picks that they get paid.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, I was talking about Ian, but I didn't even think of the players that we may lose.
I don't know how. I mean, nobody really goes after Gardner Johnson. I was gonna say I don't know that works for him because he was a late offseason ad. I said offseason in season. I don't know how that would work with him.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
People want to get rid of Deo Degbo already. We just.
Bro,
I think even though he's got a big contract, I think it doesn't have a lot of dead money if they are to choose to move on from him.
Let me see.
But
I thought it was this first year, and after this first year, then it becomes like.
I thought so too. I think that might be correct. I don't know, but it's. I don't know what they'll do with Dio. I mean, we had, and we kind of all called it. We all said he's good on pressures, but he doesn't really have the numbers there. We're hoping he can take that next step. They paid him like he had already taken the next step.
So we paid him a lot. His stats for the season, so he finished. I know he was injured and stuff, but 9 tackles, 1 sack, 0 forced fumbles, 0 interceptions. I don't know what his pressure rate was, though. I don't have it right up, but I mean, man, they made a lot of money for 9 tackles and a sack.
Yeah.
It's a good living.
What do you make?
You can get it, man.
What do you make? 28 million last year. So divide that by 9 to see how much he got per tackle.
Right.
Shit, yeah, 3 million a tackle.
That's crazy. Crazy. God dang. Killing me.
Not bad. I'd go out there and make 1 tackle for 1 million, man. Probably get killed in the process, but
I would say this. PZ, I heard that too. But it came out through other sources that because it would be a move to GM, it does not matter about who makes the decisions. It's about the move in the entirety. He's taking an assistant. He's going from assistant to GM. That is the move. It doesn't matter. He can get there and not say a damn word. He's moving to be a GM. That's
wow. Yeah.
That's the compensatory right there.
Yeah, the title matters.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Well, I think I'm glad that we get the compensatory picks and stuff, but the Rooney Rule, man, so much of this is just checking a box. It's just bring him in. He knows he's not going to get hired, but let's just check this box. It just don't seem right to me, man.
It's insulting.
I don't know
is what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix it, but it just like Brian Flores. That's why he sued him. He got texted by the wrong Bill about the wrong Brian before Dayball was hired.
Right.
It's these people. I don't know how to change it, but it's not right the way it's done. It's literally checking a box. Mike McDaniel backed out of all these to go be an OC. And somehow he's got a Rooney Rule. I guess he's part, I don't know, something. But they said he was part of the Rooney Rule. And he had to break it down, I think, when he first got to Miami.
Because Mike McDaniel was mixed. That's why I'm thinking about Buddy that's in Seattle. I'm like, I don't see nothing. But yeah, McDaniel from Miami, I believe his father was black.
McDonald was in
mixed
Seattle.
Yeah, so
or is in Seattle.
He counted.
Yeah, it's just dumb. Like, interview who you want to interview. I mean, some of them wouldn't get a chance. Ron Rivera, who knows if he would have got a chance if it wasn't for the Rooney Rule, but some of this stuff is just, again, like we did it. We brought in Eddie George last year for just a check the box interview. We knew he wasn't going to be the dude, but he knew someone who hooked him up. It just, I don't know. Let's see, Fochi. Bears need guys that love football. Is it better to go young, so easier to mold in the fashion before the NFL can change them? I think that's a big part of their draft strategy or their interview process prior to the draft is they find guys who love football. Look at Manungai. He's a guy whose size comparison matched a lot of what everyone wanted from Ashton Genty. Didn't have the numbers, didn't play, wasn't a Heisman runner-up, but he played in the Big Ten against other football players where Ashton Genty was playing against guys who were going to go work at their dad's construction company when they got done. They're kind of making business decisions in the Mountain West. Some of them. I don't want to disrespect a lot of those players, but Manungai did it against better competition. We drafted him in the 7th round, and he's an absolute steal. The steal of the draft. Pro Football Focus, I don't put all my eggs in their basket, but they ranked the draft classes and who got the most out of each one of them, and the Bears were number 1 as far as with Trapillo and Manungai and Burden and Colston. And we don't even have all of our guys. When Turner comes back next year, who knows? When we'll see what we can get out of Ruben Hippolyte. I wasn't a huge fan of that draft pick when it happened because I didn't know anything about him. I knew he was a fast linebacker, which, I mean, we're talking about speed, needing team speed. That's one of them. Zay Frazier again. a guy that we don't know about. But it's I love it. You know, if we can continue to stack drafts, the future is bright. Coach Easy said it earlier. The future is bright. First year under Ben Johnson, we got a Coach of the Year candidate. We got 2 playoff home games. We got won the division. We've got a young team. We got the quarterback right. The future is definitely bright. What else you got, Touche? We got to close this thing out, man.
Regarding the Ben Johnson growing a mustache comment, he's got something for you, AC.
Okay.
Just kidding. I mean, that's it. I guess we could talk after the show about any future shows. Maybe some kind of draft or prospect show after everyone does some more research.
Well, free agency,
more mock drafts, free agency show, yeah,
is March 10th.
Coming up.
That's the new league year. So that'll be a month before the draft. So maybe we'll do something. I don't
like free agents. We'd like to see the Bears sign.
Yeah, we can maybe do that. And that'll also give us because we'll have a view of what we're looking at. Salary cap wise at that point. You know, right now it's all speculation of who we'd like to see and where we'd like to go. But once we have a view of what our salary cap looks like, we can really make predictions. So we'll probably do a prediction show prior to free agency, and then maybe a recap show the week that first week is usually when it's hot and heavy. So maybe we can do a recap show, and then come April, we'll talk some draft, maybe do a mock draft or two.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing.
But
how many mock drafts are you guys up to?
I don't keep up with it. I do so many of them. I literally will just be the TV's on in the background.
I've done
run a mock draft right quick.
I'm up to 21 now.
I done did like 6.
All right. But I have found a website that I like to use more than a lot of the other ones. Now, I was using that mock draft simulator.
Yeah.
But the one I'm using now is, I believe that's right, the Pro Football. ProFootballNetwork.com is the one I've been using. Yeah, it's got a consensus big board, which I like a lot. So that's what I've been using. But we'll go down and around, hit your shout outs, anything else that y'all want to cover, and then we'll close this thing out. I'll start with you, KB.
All right, man. Hey, man. First of all, man, it's been a hell of a year, man. It was one of the most enjoyable, man. Like I said, when it can do a lot for Move, man, and
that's true.
Just the roller coaster ride that we went on this year was an amazing ride, hella fun to be a part of. So shout out to the Bears for giving that to us, man. It's been a lot of bad years, and we got a good year this year. So hopefully, I ain't gonna say hopefully, this looks more sustainable going forward because of the coaching staff. Shout out to y'all boys, man. We've been doing this thing all year, bro. It's been like I said, it's been a hell of a ride, bro. It's been fun as hell. It makes getting on here enjoyable. Even in games where we lost, man, it was fun to talk about. Oh man, well, at least we were in the red zone to score. We just came up short. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man, especially today, man. Y'all had a lot of good comments, a lot of good questions, man.
Yep.
So we didn't all get to you, man. We plan on still doing this. It's not like we're going away forever. No, we'll come back. We're gonna do this thing. So hey, man, I love y'all boys, man. Shout out to the pod. Shout out to the network. Shout out to Aldo, man. Getting healthier and healthier every day, man. Love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what else can you say, man? Fuck Green Bay. Also, the same thing to Detroit, bro, because my homeboy rubbed me the wrong way. So fuck Detroit.
I ain't seen. Speaking of Detroit, I ain't seen our boy Don Bird in the chat all year. I don't know if he.
That's been nice.
Did he get booted? Did Aldo take his bouncer and kick him out the ballroom? Or
hey, brother, ain't no telling.
Put on APB, you know. Got to put on APB for him.
The Lions season wasn't as good. He wasn't chirping.
Right. So, yeah, man. we saddle up, man. See how this thing goes in the off season, bro. I'm excited about this as well. So let's do this damn thing, man. Go ahead and take it away. Finna throw the pass to my boy Neil. Go ahead, bro.
My dog, my absolute dog. I appreciate that, man. It is. It's. I'm gonna echo a lot of things that KB
He
over
said
there
Don
said.
Burr. Don Burr on 6 Mile, kicking mailbox.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, man. Wouldn't be surprised. That's a salty dude, man. We should just go ahead and throw him down on the roads.
Hell yeah.
Get these things clear, man. Those snowflakes are coming down big, man.
Yes, they are, bro.
It is. It's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a day. I'll tell you what, though.
Y'all brought it. Y'all brought it down here. Come get your weather. It's in my backyard drunk. Take that shit back over there, Charlotte.
Oh man, hey, shout out to all boys. That's my first one, man. This is a fun year. I love being on the show with y'all, chopping it up, talking about the Chicago Bears team. What a year, man! What a year! And I mean, that game on Sunday was so excruciatingly heartbreaking. But you come away from it not beaten down.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is kind of ripped into pieces. You kind of got to put it back together again. A little Humpty Dumpty action. All the king's horses, all the king's men. Put it back together again. And a couple days later, you're thinking to yourself, man, you're taking a couple things away. Like, number one, we got the coach and quarterback right.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We got the two most important things right. And also, this team loves to play for the coach. It's the most resilient, Goonies type team I've ever. Goonies never say die, right? This is the most Goonies team that I think I've ever watched. It was awesome. The roller coaster ride this year was awesome. The fun we had this year was awesome. Hanging out with y'all boys every Sunday morning has been awesome. Appreciate the hell out of it. Thanks for having me on. We're gonna keep this thing rolling, bro.
Absolutely.
We're gonna keep this thing rolling. And everybody in the chat, y'all have been awesome. Even all those rival team fan haters coming in here trying to talk some mess.
Yeah.
Man, y'all just got stomped on this year. What can I say? Y'all just got stomped on. So lots of good vibes going into this offseason, lots of optimism for the future. And that's really all you can ask for a lot of times. This is the latest we have ever started draft season in Chicago. Not ever, but it feels like forever because it's been a long-ass time.
Hell yeah.
It's been a long-ass time. So Senior Bowl week starts Monday.
Sheesh.
Senior Bowl week is Monday. We already got a couple all-star games that went ahead and got their deal in, which means that a lot of team meetings are starting this week. February is a big one. And then you got all these pro days going March into April. So a lot of stuff happening on the NFL calendar coming up. We're going to have a pretty good idea, I think, where this team is going to be headed. I think we all have a pretty good idea of what we want to do in the draft. But obviously, once we get past free agency, we'll have a pretty set in stone idea of which direction we're going in this draft. Shrine Bowl is usually the week. Is it after Senior Bowl? Ooh, I can't remember. I have to look it up. But yeah. So that's what we're doing, boys. We got a lot of stuff coming up, and whatever we decide to do, can't wait to have y'all back on. So shout out to everybody, Aldo especially, all y'all boys, everybody in the chat, all of our family, all of our friends. Let's all stay safe out there. Let's not let's not risk things that don't need to be risked in this weather. I don't know, wherever you're watching, I don't know if you got just blistering cold and wind, if you got a couple inches of snow coming down, if you got multiple feet of snow coming down, if you got ice coming down, whatever the case may be,
so
man. This is a massive deal. This is a massive storm. So just stay safe out there. Take care of your friends, take care of your family, take care of yourselves.
Yeah.
And with that, I'll just say bear down.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Tooch.
Yeah, it's gonna be cold for a while too, man. I got a lot of shout outs. First of all, my 3 co-hosts for just a fantastic job this season. You guys Yeah, it was great. I couldn't imagine it without Neil now. So
Right.
he was talking about thanks for letting me be on here, man. I couldn't imagine it without you. And then Aldo, of course, wishing him the best in his rehab. He'll be taking, be less active in the bar, and you'll still see him on Giggle Talks Football. And it'll be myself and the other rest of the gang on Bare Their Souls. The chat room for supporting us, man. All the super chats. We've got people like Maddie, Focheezy, and all the comments and suggestions were great today. And it's going to be a fun off season. Yeah, it's a little sad. We were good. We were better. We just didn't make it to best. So next year, hopefully we get to there. And hopefully that window stays open.
Yeah.
So first place schedule though next season, it's not going to. We can't expect
rough.
the same exact results. But it's going to be tougher. The Bears aren't other teams aren't circling us as a W next year.
That's true.
Yeah.
They're on notice now. They've got advanced scouting report on us. They're not going to take us lightly. And then enjoy the 2 championship games today. Get the wings into the air fryer. The pizza ordered. Sit down and enjoy time and stay warm, man. Stay warm and stay safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, you boys, what that I got one of those bearskin hoodies. That son of a bitch works.
Oh yeah,
that thing is.
I want one of those. Those are nice.
That thing is industrial. I went two nights ago when it was like -35. I went outside with that thing and just like a long sleeve shirt on underneath.
Yeah.
And the only thing that was cold was my face because that was the only thing that wasn't covered.
Wow.
Yeah. In -30, that thing kept me reasonably warm. Wow. So, hey, just saying that. Go ahead, AC. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. First and foremost, shout out to y'all for coming on here with me. KB, my brother from another mother, living up there in South Bend. My man Neil Stopchinski, right there in the thick of it, downtown. And my boy Tooch out there in Iowa. Try to stay warm. You got your Iowa State on today. I see you. Yeah, it's cold. I'm telling you, it's cold here. I'm in single digits high. I'm in Kentucky. It ain't supposed to be like this.
You got the furnace fired up.
I don't know what to do. I'll probably have to go grab this snow shovel when I get off here, put some salt down or something. I don't plan on going nowhere, thankfully. But, man, just shout out to y'all for giving us a hell of a season. And shout out to the chat for bringing it week in and week out. We grew in popularity this year. Definitely probably from us sharing on all the socials. I'm not sure how y'all heard about us, but we appreciate you coming through, joining us in the chat, whether you're a Bears fan or an opposing fan, because we saw those all year too. And that was a lot of fun. Shout out to the Chicago Bears for finally giving us like Caleb says it a few times at his pressers, that we want Bears fans to be proud when they're walking around with their Bears gear. This is the latest in the season where I'm still wearing Bears gear proudly. Yep. People still say, hey, man, the Bears look pretty good this year. This hoodie in particular.
I've been wearing so much, I don't even have anything for the show today. I had to wear my Iowa State shirt. I was like looking for a Bears shirt.
This hoodie in particular, I put this on the first week when we played the Bengals, and I wore it for a month and a week straight, and we went on a big winning streak. They lost to the Packers with this one on, but it was close. But this was my lucky hoodie this year, and it gave us the NFC North. But just excited for the year, man. Excited for the new year. The way I know Ben Johnson said you don't build off this, but the way we're going to be able to build off this, NFC North champions, running the North. Like Paul said, trying not back. That starts with the draft. That starts with prep. And we're going to be here to help everybody. I mean, the chat will be here telling us who they like in the draft. We had good conversation today about that and free agency and stuff. Just fantastic. And last but not least, shout out to the Godfather, the Podfather, Aldo Gandia. Like y'all said, man, we see him getting stronger each and every day, and it's wonderful to see. I'm glad that you feel comfortable enough with your other producers here at the bar room to take a step back and allow us to take the reins on some of these shows too. I'm sure your wife's loving you taking extra shows through the week. I know how my wife feels for our shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fantastic the way the bar room's growing. Like, comment, subscribe to the bar room. Hit the notification bell to tell you when we go live, but we got shows damn near every day. And even though football season is over for us, we got baseball shows, you got hockey shows, we got draft, you got Greg Gabriel coming on and talking his shit as much as he possibly can. Until next time, we'll just leave everybody with a bear the fuck down.